Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Chaos Gamers HG channel. So today, me and Tim are going to be talking about medical and recreational uses to pot and our view and opinions on it, and we're going to basically share it over here on a commentary with you guys. So I'm going to be doing the medical use of what I think about it, the pros and the cons, obviously, because with every pro there is a con. And then Tim is going to be talking about the recreational use of marijuana, and that's pretty much how it's going to go. So I'm going to go first. So my honest view or opinion on medical marijuana is I'm all for it. I think I'm just like pro pot. I don't smoke pot, but I think it's honestly wasting our taxpayers' money to begin with, because we always decide like just even having someone in jail for pot is taking up jail space, is taking up taxpayers' money that pay for the jail itself.
It's wasting times in courts.
Yeah, exactly. That's just when there should be bigger issues that we should be worrying about than a couple people smoking pot. You know what I mean? Like, pot isn't really that big of a deal. We should be cracking down on people that do cocaine, crack, higher drugs than that fry your fucking brain. But there are cons medical-wise to marijuana, and there are pros. So I'm going to go over the con first, and then I'm going to give you a pro. So the con would be the amount of smoke marijuana has. It's unfiltered for one, and it's very thick, so that increases the tar in your lungs more than if you were just say doing cigarettes, because cigarettes have a very thin smoke, and everyone likes to argue with that, but it's a true fact. I'm not saying that cigarettes are better for you than marijuana, but I'm just saying in that comparison, when it comes to tar in your lungs, marijuana is the worser option. But cigarettes are not always good either, because there's very little pros and pretty much all cons, mainly because of the fact that it's not just the tobacco and the nicotine, which is obviously in the tobacco leaf. It's also the many chemicals that these cigarette companies use to actually form a cigarette and sell it out on the market. And those chemicals are actually what is really killing you, as well as the nicotine as well can cause gum disease, higher risk of cancer in lungs and pretty much anywhere in your body. It basically gives a higher rate of reproduction errors in the cells, which is what cause cancer, and that's exactly what it is. So cigarettes don't really have like a timeline, you know what I mean? It's like some people can be smoking cigarettes for like 2 to 3 years and they can get cancer. It's just all about the reproductive error that occurs within the cells that actually cause cancer, and then they have their own bloodstream and stuff like that from the heart, blah blah blah, whatever. Anyway, so back to marijuana. I apologize, but so then we can go on to the pros. So the pros would be medical use. There's a lot of medical advantages to marijuana than say cigarettes or just any other drug on the market. Well, not on the market, but yeah, actually I could say on the market, because there are a lot of over-the-counter medicine that are actually pretty bad for you. Adderall is something that is...
Ritalin.
Yeah, Ritalin. Those are all sold over-the-counter, and the companies that make these said drugs are getting billions and billions of dollars, but they're very bad for effect-wise to your body. But anyway, so the pro would be, like, it could be pretty good with medical advantages. So if every state in the country legalized all of this, we could actually start prescribing this. Not in just like, oh yeah, here's a fucking gram at like CVS, but like actual weed oil, because there are different ways to consume THC. So a lot of people on the streets usually just take a gram and they smoke it. That's another way you can get it, or you can just get straight oils, or you can get cookies. There's all different types of ways to get THC in your bloodstream, and then that's pretty much about it. So let's give you guys an example of a pro of marijuana would be like glaucoma. So glaucoma is what happens in the eye. It's when your optic nerve is damaged, and it can cause blindness or blurred vision. Pretty much all the above for your eyeball being fucked up, pretty much. And so marijuana actually helps glaucoma. How it does that, I don't know. I didn't really do the research into how it does it. I just know that it is prescribed, or people are given medical cards for people who have glaucoma. So that's the pros and cons of the medical purpose use of marijuana. Now we're gonna go over to Tim about the recreational use of marijuana. So we're gonna go over.
Well, with most recreational use, that means you're gonna buy it from a dealer, which is going to be legal. Because if it's not going to be for medical use, that means you probably don't have a license to use it. But I haven't smoked pot in a long time, so
you wouldn't say that you really need it. You know what
no,
I mean?
I don't really need it. But when I did do it, it was mostly for stress, and that's what you're going to find most people doing it. It's all going to be about stress, and
There's also like other multitude of reasons why people would use it for recreational use. I mean, some people just want to have a good time. They go to clubs after where they smoke some pot and they, have a great time and then crash or eat some food and fucking drink and then go, crash on the couch. Or some people even just do it just to be relaxed.
Yeah, but there's a huge difference between, like, for recreational use, there's indica and then there's sativa.
Yeah, there's 2 different types of strains.
And one gives you a head high, one gives you a body high. If you want to relax, you get a body high, which...
I believe it's sativa. Indica's the head high.
Indica, yeah. But, when you go for, like, medical uses, it's mostly going to be a sativa-indica blend, which is called a hybrid.
Yeah, yes.
And hybrids actually give you a little bit of both, but they're also going to meld down your whole entire system. Recreational use can be like just smoking a joint at home, and like I said, most of it's going to be legal. But
so the actual states that legalized marijuana in the country of the United States would be Washington, Oregon, Colorado, and Alaska.
And this is both for recreational use and medical use. States that only use for medical use
would be Hawaii, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada, Montana, Minnesota, Illinois, Michigan. Holy shit.
If it's by Canada, it's legal.
I know, right? What was it? New York? Pretty much all of New England. And as well as Delaware.
All of New England down to Delaware besides Pennsylvania,
yes.
Basically.
So all the other countries in the United States are against, medical and recreational. But also another fact is that these states that actually legalized it for both ways are actually taking in a bunch of revenue for the reason that we said, is because it's taking up jail space, it's taking up court dates, and pretty much everything like that. And we're going to end off the video with alcohol death rates per year compared to marijuana death rates per year. So... excessive alcohol use is leading cause of preventable death. I'm actually reading off of the CDC. This dangerous behavior accounted for approximately 88,000 deaths per year from 2006 to 2010.
Almost 100,000 deaths.
And accounted for 1 in 10 deaths among working age adults, aged 20 to 64. So, and weed, 0. No one has ever died from weed use.
Unless you're a dumb motherfucker.
Unless you're some Bob Marley. No, I'm kidding. No, actually... I can't say that there isn't anybody that has died because
but for
marijuana.
The actual marijuana usage, to actually die from it is
that you can't overdose on marijuana.
It's no, you have to smoke 15,000 pounds in 15 minutes, and that's a little, excessive.
That's 1,000 pounds a minute. That's not even possible.
I'm just gonna throw it in a garbage bin.
All right. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Make sure to like, share, and favorite the video with among your friends who are pot smokers, against or with smoking pot, recreational, medical.
Or Nancy Grace, no?
Oh yeah. I think Nancy Grace would hate this video. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Make sure to like, share, and favorite the video, and catch you on the next one. Peace.